Told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Roger.
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he's got some space here. So he got 3 on 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's Freeman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. They go to Elliott again. And some room to maneuver. Finding room at the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. Here's Elliott. Open space inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stock troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on fourth down?
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Here we go now with Olawale. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Bronco defense comes up big. From the end zone, Keenum. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he gets this one all the way up to the 24. A good pickup there at 22.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Shaquille Barrett coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage old school.
And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Room here to run. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, we'll see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're ready to move it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
From the gun on third down, Keenum. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
They do go for it. It's Keenum. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, there's 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends. They're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
On second down, here's Keenum. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jamarcus Lawrence able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Third and 2, Keenum. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. The Broncos in their hurry-up try to get to their positions and get set quickly. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll try to run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. To throw is Keenum.
Brandon,
and this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jake Butt, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are in for 6. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play action pass, you see the end result. Usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Again, it's Elliott, and he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an Allen run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run with Elliott, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now Elliott, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nope. Gain on the play there, 2nd down. This is Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Let's go, get out. Switch, hey. Go, get out there. Gun.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. On 1st and 10, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Fights him off, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They'll try and move forward with Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Play action. It's Keenum. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And McManus had a little too much slice on it. It's no good. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
A second down throw for Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Here we go, 46, 46. Switch, and 26.
1st down, Prescott. His throw incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Gun. Here we go, 46. 26.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go, 46. Gun. Here we go, 46. 26.
To the air again, Prescott. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's a keeper with Prescott. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Let's go, let's finish now. Here we go, 46. Gun. 26.
Prescott to throw this time. Buying time to his left. And it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And on the ground they go with a running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. On third down, it's Freeman, and he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Being chased out left. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
On 53. Hey, on.
And they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's third down and inches. On third down, it's Freeman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down.
On 53. Here goes the hot. Like 20.
They do snap it to Keenum. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it's third down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Back to throw. He finds his man. It's Austin. 18 yards there and a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
In a 2-minute drill, we often talk about taking care of the football, but sometimes it's just a matter of who wants it more.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
They're going to try and run for it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Bailey now to kick this one away. On the return, it's McKenzie. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're up by 1. They have the football. The key here, just don't do anything silly, right, Charles?
That's exactly right. And you know, all the admonitions as they ran out there. Take care of the ball. Secure everything. Be tight in everything that you do. No let up. No crazy plays. And they can go home with a victory.
Let's see here if they can do all those things and hang on to this victory. Keenum's going to throw it here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll eat some clock with Freeman. And now running right through it. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. On third down, it's Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.